and welcome to a windy but dry New Douglas Park today. I'm joined with my co-host Colin. We'll be discussing what's about to occur at 4 p.m. where Hamilton will take on Glasgow women. Colin, how do you think the game's going to go today?
It could go one of two ways. Hamilton coming in with a lot of momentum from their second half against Spartans last week. Ended up 2 each with Megan Quigley and Josephine Giard obviously getting the goals last week, and hopefully they can bring that form that they finished the game with into the game today.
Yep, and let's talk about Glasgow women. Their result last week was not so fortunate.
No, it definitely wasn't, but when you're trying to judge your season on a result against Glasgow City, who've won the league for the last 14 years in a row, and getting beaten 9-0, it's not nothing to be ashamed about. They're a really good team, so Glasgow women will be coming here with a point to prove it, and hopefully we get a good game.
Excellent, absolutely. And Glasgow women didn't get off to the best of start, as we said earlier. They'll be able to score a few goals, I reckon. What do you think?
Yeah, they'll definitely be looking to put the ball in the back of the net at least once or twice today. They're currently practicing shooting at the moment in their warm-up, and they'll be hoping that a couple of those shots can go in during the course of the game. It's going to be a hard game for Glasgow women coming off of that 9-0 defeat. It's just about how they pick themselves up and kind of recover from that disappointment.
Absolutely, they'll come out here today with a clean slate and they'll give it their all, I bet.
Hopefully we're in for a good game here today.
Absolutely, and both squads are just heading back over now to get ready for kick-off. We're going to hand you over to the boys in the booth.
Yes, thank you Kerry and Colin, and once again welcome to New Douglas Park for the first home game of the competitive season for Hamilton Accies. Commentator George Connolly. I'm joined with Ben McNicol today. Ben, how are you?
Fantastic, George. It's great to be back. New season, SWP 1. What else can you look for?
We'd just like to give a wee shout out to our sponsors, and this coverage is brought to you by the Regent Shopping Centre in Hamilton, here for you. The referee already prepared, limbering up to officiate what most likely, and it might be the commentator's curse, Ben, but most likely will be a fiery encounter. We've seen a good few between these two. And the referee blows the whistle and off we go here. Lauren Evans kicking the game off for Hamilton Accies. Georgie McTeer instantly getting the ball forward. Sturrock. Back to Quinn. McTeer to Kirsten McIntosh. It seems to be playing a wee bit of a deeper role today, Ben.
Yeah, it looks like it. I think she's in her usual kind of CDM position. She actually might be filling into centre back, to be honest. I'm not entirely sure, but we know what she's like. She likes to put herself in a boot and get a couple of challenges, so I'm sure it won't be much of an issue for her.
Josie Giard tracking all the way back there and winning the free kick for Accies. Accies looking for a win after a draw last weekend. That'll stand them in good stead to qualify. Glasgow would get the ball into the box. They look for the header off of Canavan, and Sarah Rind is able to collect it safely. McIntosh now very deep at the moment, the midfielder.
I think she actually might be playing centre half, to be honest with you, George. I'm just trying to work it out. I'm pretty sure she is playing centre half today.
Very good play there from new signing Lucy Sinclair, who can play it out wide to Josie Giard. She has to track back. Pass wasn't quite long enough for her. Giard now. Fantastic ball forward for former Glasgow women and new Accies signing Tara McGonigal, but it was just a wee bit too long for her, and Glasgow women will take the goal kick. Of course, Ben, it could still be classed as pre-season for Accies, but at the moment they're already a game in. They had a few friendlies before the start of the season as well. Do you think that this competition will stand them in good stead for the start of the new season?
Yeah, it's kind of similar to the men's. They kind of class the Betfred Cup as
Rachel Ross with a fantastic ball forward for Josie Giard, and the assistant referee has his flag up. Interesting decision there. I never actually spotted the offside there, Ben. Maybe it's just where we're stand wind picking up even more here. I just wonder if that'll affect the corner. Megan Quigley challenging. It comes to McTeer. McTeer has to slide. It's a wee bit of mess in defence, and Sarah Rind ends up picking the ball up, bringing it down. Good goalkeeping there from Accies. A win for Glasgow women. There's some good defending there from the Glasgow women full back. not the best pass in the world when it comes to Georgia McTeer now. McTeer plays a high forward for Josie Giard. She breaks in, and the referee says that's a foul. Josie Giard committing the foul on the defender. And it'll be a free kick to Glasgow Women, and that's a very interesting decision from the referee.
Never.
Quickly now, back out wide to Quinn. Quinn inside for Tara McGonigal. Good defending from Georgia McTeer to get the ball forwards. And once again, Glasgow Women able to retain possession, showing some resolute defending. It's a good through ball now with Canavan. Canavan plays it back. The ball into the penalty area. It's well headed away by Kirsten McIntosh, but Glasgow Women still with an opportunity here. It's a great run from Honeyman as she keeps going. And Josie Giard just brought down there by Honeyman during her mazy run, and Aki's won the free kick, and I feel like that was a bit of a needless foul there. And I can see the idea that McGonigal was going for, but once again, just not really paying off for Aki's. The ball is played forward now for Tara McGonigal. She turns, she's at the edge of the penalty area, she has a shot and goal! And it's just wide of the post once again. More positive play from Hamilton Accies and Tara McGonigal though. McTeer is dispossessed by McGinley. McGinley now with the ball forward for Canavan, and Rachel Ross is there to clear the ball away. And that was a good opportunity there for Glasgow Women to take the lead.
Yeah, you've got to give credit to the striker there. I think she's done fantastic to bot down George McTeer. I think she was really disappointed by the pass into Canavan, because it could have been a lot better and probably been a really good goal scoring opportunity had she timed her pass correctly.
McIntosh to McGonigal now. Sinclair. Cannoli get it as far as Canavan, but Sinclair gifted with the ball for a second opportunity. Sinclair able to keep going here as it comes to Josie Giard now on the edge of the area. Giard looking for a way through. It's a good piece of skill. It's a shot and it's into the bottom right hand corner. And it's dirt bomber Josie Giard making it 1-0 to Hamilton Accies with about 5 minutes to go in the first half. Megan Quigley trying to use her strength and physical presence to win the ball back.
There's a chance here if you play it.
It's a great ball forward from Lucy Sinclair. It comes to Josie Giard now.
Go on, Josie.
Giard able to keep the ball going. She's under a lot of pressure. She slides onto the ground looking for the shots. And she's able to win the corner, but one-on-one with the goalkeeper and Reed there. And Josie Giard just falls short. It's a good ball forward from Megan Quigley. That's a good ball from the midfielder to Josie Giard. And Josie Giard gets the ball into the penalty area looking for Nicola Sturrock. Just a wee bit too high for her, but nonetheless, Accies still with the possession. A very good attacking area. The ball whipped in once again, this time by Sturrock, looking for Josie Giard.
Still there.
Comes to Lucy Sinclair.
Handball, surely.
Calls for handball from the Accies players. They plays on as it comes to Tara McGonigal now. McGonigal back to Sinclair. Sinclair, she looks like she's fouled there, but Glasgow Women keep the ball going and look to counter now. McGonigal now. A good ball forward for Josie Giard. Josie Giard able to go past Henderson. It's a shot. And what a tackle from Reeds. The Glasgow Women's centre half. Lauren Evans takes the ball down from the throw in. Comes back to Megan Quinn. Quinn over the top for Josie Giard. It doesn't quite bounce for the German, and Glasgow Women now trying to get the ball clear. Great physical challenge there from Josie Giard to keep the ball going. She still has the ball. She's still going. It's a ball forward for Rachel Ross. Calls for offside. Yes! And Rachel Ross puts it past Welsh in the Glasgow Women goal. And the referee says that's a goal for Accies. Glasgow Women had a few good opportunities, and I'm sure that'll be something Colin and Kerry will speak about at full time.
Yep, I think it's important.
Comes back into the penalty area. It's dropped by Welsh. Calls that the ball went over the line there.
He's gave the goal, the referee.
And the referee says that that's a goal and it's 3-0 Hamilton Accies. And I just had it confirmed to me there that it was Megan Quigley that knocked the ball into the net for Accies' third of this game in stoppage time. The Glasgow Women players are protesting that decision. And there's a yellow card being produced.
There's been about 3 bookings for Glasgow Women. The manager's obviously not happy, but just interested to see if that's a booking for him as well.
I think, that was a... I think he's got a right to, protest that decision, to give the third goal considering that it was a very difficult one to see, but
Don't know
I
what's
think the
happened.
referee got that one right, and Megan Quigley
He's been sent to the
with
stand
her
actually. I think
second
he's
goal
been
of the
sent to the
season.
stand.
You're correct indeed. The Glasgow women manager being sent off into the stand for the last few minutes, seconds even,
Yeah.
of this game, and I don't think he'll be too happy with that.
No,
But
I think
if you do protest with the referee, that can happen.
Yeah, I think it, if he looks back on it, it'd be pointless. But I think it's just been one of those afternoons for Glasgow women. You know, they've had a couple of tough calls going against them, obviously with the offside goal, and I think that one just made it even worse. I think that's just icing the cake, just to make it a miserable afternoon for Glasgow women.
Hamill gets the game back underway here at New Douglas Park. It's Hamilton Accies 3, Glasgow women 0.
There we go.
And the referee blows the whistle 3 times for full time. And just like I said there, it ends. Hamilton Accies 3, Glasgow women 0. And a lot of talking points for Colin and Kerry at full time. I'll pass you over to them shortly.
Well, as the game comes to an end, Colin, 3-0 to Hamilton. And so what do we make of that second half then?
Yeah, there was a lot more talking points in the second half than there was the first half. It started off brightly for Hamilton. There was a dubious handball call, which from where we were standing,
Yeah.
it looked a lot more clear cut than the one down in the corner in the first half. But yeah, a good 3-0 win for Hamilton.
And also, it could have been possibly a few more than 3-0. But there's a few shots be blocked right in the box on their way to the goal. But I think they'll take the 3-0 win.
Yeah,
And be happy with that.
Definitely. Josie Giard must have heard what we were saying at half time, because she did seem to be playing
Yep.
a lot more centrally in that second half.
She did.
She found herself in the box, or just outside the box, a couple of times,